Good morning, everybody. I'm filming this video today because I've been kind of busy this week and I can't really do a ukulele tutorial today because I sprained my wrist and I can't really twist my wrist this way to hold a ukulele. So I figured today is a good day to start this new series that I want to do while, I'm broken. But it's going to be called something like designing skateboards until Braille hires me or puts me on the team or whatever. Either way, I'm designing skateboards and it's going to be awesome because I've been wanting to do this since I was in like middle school. But you know, I'm going to explain a little bit because for those of you guys that are new here, you don't even know that I like skateboarding. But some of you guys that are older, you've seen my skateboarding videos and how I painted an anime character on a skateboard. It was actually Pain from Naruto, but yeah, let's just get into that. So I've been in love with skateboarding since I was in like elementary school. I was just a little wee child. But I got my first skateboard in middle school and I skated like every single day for like 2 years until I tried to drop into like a half pipe without even knowing how to drop in on a quarter pipe. Like I've never tried to drop in before, so then I broke my leg, got back, and then, you know, started skating again, getting my tricks back. Then I ended up moving, so I lost all my skating buddies. I was still skating where I moved, but then I started playing sports at my high school, so then I kind of didn't have time to skate, and I just felt like I was missing part of myself. So I just recently, again, started skating about a year ago, but it's been off and on just because I'm an adult now and I have a job and all that stuff. But now I'm finding out that I don't care, there's no excuse, so I've been skating almost every day for about a week now. So I'm trying to get back and get my tricks back that I had in middle school, but we'll get there. But anyway, side note, I've always wanted to design skateboards and make graphics and stuff since I was in middle school learning how to skate. So hopefully we can get there. Although I have designed a skateboard for somebody on a specific YouTube skate team. I can't tell you guys who or not because I don't want to spoil anything, but you know, when that board gets announced, I will let you guys know so you guys can go get it because it's going to be like a limited edition, like cool, awesome, like Halloween specific type board. It's really awesome. I can't show you. I wish I could. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I'll let you guys know when that comes out. But anyway, let's get to designing some boards. So today I decided to do some like Christmas themed boards because no, it's not Christmas, it's Halloween, right? But if Braille sees this and they're like, dude, we really like that design, they can actually print it out and use it for Christmas because of how much in advance that I made it. So I have like 3 different ideas that I came up with on my way to work, and yeah, I'm gonna jump to my iPad and start designing those, and then I'll, you know, voice over as I draw and stuff. But most of these are like candy cane inspired because that's the first thing I think of with Christmas and Santa hats and stuff. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I do is hop into Procreate over here. I usually do this 34-inch by 10-inch because it's basically the shape of a skateboard, like the big rectangle. And then I have this little kind of border of like an 8-inch skateboard, so it gives you a little bit of room on the sides just in case. But I made this separate file that's 4,000 by 4,000 pixels, so I could put, you know, multiple boards on there just so I can do these ideas for you guys on here. But I'm gonna kind of go with Christmas theme, I think, is what I'm going to figure out. But what I'm going to do right now is just reference this file so that way I can fill in these boards, and then once these all have like a solid color in the back, that will allow me to be able to draw on them with a clipping layer, and then the lines wouldn't go outside. This isn't like super important, but it helps a lot with like bigger designs that you don't want to be sticking out of the sides and stuff like that, just so you can kind of see what it looks like in the board. So that's why I changed the background to gray, keep the boards white, that way I know kind of where and what I'm working with. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is switch to a sketching kind of like pencil, make a new layer after I turn this reference off, and this layer is where I'm going to put the sketches or like ideas of the boards. And I'm going to be doing a kind of Christmas theme, that way if Braille does see this and they like these, See, this is me showing you that the clipping mask does not color outside of the white. It'll only color where the white is. So yeah, I'm gonna do Christmas designs because if they like this, that way they'll have time to be able to print these out and use them. Hopefully they hire me. That would be awesome. I love Braille. Would love to join the team. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing these sketches. I think I want to do a horizontal one here. I have like a idea of using like little peppermint circles to spell out the Braille B. If you guys don't follow Braille Skateboards, you should go subscribe to them and watch videos. They are awesome. They have a bunch of awesome skate videos and tutorials of how to skate. They are super friendly, so yeah, go watch them. So for this one, I kind of just wanted to have the little circle peppermints that you would get at like Christmas time, or even just after you eat food, the little mouth mints or whatever. You know, basically candy cane circles. So I figured that would be a kind of cool one to spell the Braille B with, and just have a couple of those. So I'm kind of just sketching down the basic idea of that. And then we will move to the next one once I get these little peppermints drawn out. So the next one I had an idea for was spelling Braille out, but out of like candy canes. So the letters would be the candy cane. They're not gonna be candy canes. Like, they're not gonna have candy cane shapes. It's literally just kind of rounded letters, but the letters will be made out of candy cane, you know? So like you could eat the Braille letters almost. So what I'm thinking is, since I did the B with the little circle ones, I'm gonna actually spell out, I keep saying R in it because of Braille. I'm going to spell out Braille, and I'm just gonna turn that into candy cane lettering, and then maybe just leave the background blank, so that way there's a lot of emphasis on the Braille there. But yeah, so I spelled it out just to give me like a good reference, and now I'm going to actually kind of put out the rough shape of what I want the candy cane letters to look like. So I thought it'd kind of be cool if like they kind of swirled around but didn't actually connect. So like it spelt the B, but it wasn't like connected to it. That way, kind of like the hooks of a candy cane, it looks like a cane. It's not actually like all connected. The L's I'll probably do like actually shaped like candy canes, because candy canes basically look like L's but hooked, like a backwards J almost. So that was pretty easy to do with those ones because everybody knows what candy canes look like. And then for the E, I'm kind of do the same thing with the B, just do the basic shape but leave it unconnected and do stuff like that. So we're gonna do that, and then fill in like lines, kind of showing obviously what will be the candy cane. And this is just a sketch. I will get to the actual line work and coloring and everything in a minute, but I just kind of put down ideas right now. So the next idea that I had was up here. I wanted to do like a sort of candy cane background, like just like a whole, almost like wrapping paper, like in the background with just like a bunch of candy canes everywhere. And then what I would do with that is basically finish it off with like a cool color, make the background look like a wrapping paper, and then have the word Braille kind of floating on top with either like a drop shadow or just like cutting through the wrapping paper that would be. So this is just kind of sketching down my ideas. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the actual line work and start getting these ideas fully fledged out and figured out how we want. So just labeling my layers to kind of give me a good reference to go back to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with this one up here with the kind of wrapping paper background with the Braille on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some different layers and kind of figure that out. What I'm going to do is just draw like one decently looking candy cane, so that way I can just keep on multiplying and duplicating and just lining them up and getting a nice solid background getting here. After I like duplicate these for a while, it like looks cool, but I don't know if I should leave the background white, and I don't know if I should flip these candy canes, leave them facing the right way. Like, I don't want them to look like J's. I was thinking of doing it upside down so they kind of look like the B's for Braille, but I think once I put the lettering on top, it might be a little confusing, so I think I might flip them back and just leave it like that. But I was thinking like a Christmas green kind of background color, so that way I can do the words Braille and maybe like the same candy cane color, like red and white or something. But now I'm just going to kind of figure out different types of fonts and letterings that I want for the word Braille. I don't have any like Christmas fonts. I could find some, but I kind of just wanted it to be a nice, like, simple, kind of cool looking font. I didn't want it to be like super Christmassy, because although these are going to be like Christmas themed boards, I feel like people wouldn't want to buy or skate a board that's like too Christmassy. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my take on it. So I picked this one that I usually do for my thumbnails, the easygoingness, whatever, because it's just nice and lighthearted and simple. So make that all bold. I think we can change the outline and then fill it in like candy cane. I think we could put red inside. If you guys like that color, let me know. If you think I should change it, let me know in the comment section. But then there's this little thing that I like to do where I just duplicate that, and then I will change the back layer to black and then do a Gaussian blur to kind of like make it look like it has a little drop shadow almost. And then I'll just duplicate it until it gets to the darkness that I want. And then, yeah, I'll move it around until I feel like it looks a little bit better, like the Braille is obviously floating above the background, which is supposed to be like a little wrapping paper thing going on. So that is that one done. So let's go ahead and move on to the candy cane one there. So I'm kind of just going to zoom through this one because it basically already looks like what I want to do. But the only difference is, like, here I'm just figuring out where I want the candy cane to be, making the lines look all smooth and figured out. Because what I'm going to do is the same thing that I did kind of with the skateboards. Like, you make the outline and then you fill it in with a background color after you line all the letters up and make them look nice. But I will fill these all in with white, like a candy cane, and then do a clipping layer above that where I will do the red lines for the candy cane. That way they stay in the white area. Notice that I did the outline on a different layer than the actual inside coloring. That's because I think I'm going to take the outline away. That way it straight up just looks like it's spelled out of candy canes, like not drawings or anything. Like, I want it to just look like candy cane, like writing, not like outlines, like cartoony, you know. It'll make it look cooler without the outline, I think. But let me know if you guys think I should keep the outline in the end. But I think it looks pretty cool without the outline. Makes it look more like candy cane. And also, I can't figure out what background color I want to do with this, so I kind of just put a blue, like a light icy blue, to kind of just make the candy canes pop a little more. And I think it looks pretty good, though. I like how bright it is. I like the little candy cane lettering. The only thing that I did a little bit differently was I added that little drop shadow that I did before, and I just did it a little bit lighter than the last time, so that way it looks like it's floating over it a little more, like it's like candy cane is just sitting on that blue, I guess, ground or table, whatever it would be. So yeah, that's what I did for this one. And now let's go ahead and get to the last design, which is this Peppermint Bee for Braille. So this one already kind of looks like basically what it's going to be, but I mean, you guys probably want to see me kind of make it come to life, because I mean, sketching is cool and all, but once you get the final product, it's also pretty awesome. I'm still struggling with how I want to finish this. I don't know if I want to keep the background white or put a drop shadow behind all the peppermints like I did on the other one, or if I want to make the whole board look like a candy cane and then have these little circle candy canes like on top. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think would be a good way to finish this one, because right now I think I'm just going to leave it with the plain old peppermints on there in the Braille B, and then leave the background white, because I don't know. Sometimes simple is better, but yeah, so that's basically all three of the boards right there, guys. Here's a nice little slow zoom so you can take it all in. Pretty beautiful, I think. You know, hopefully Braille likes these. It'd be awesome if we could see this for Christmas, guys. Who knows? Who knows?
beds. Is it sweet?